It's my third week in playing Diabotical, and we've got some things to talk about. We've got a new game mode. It's Weibo Instagib Gold Rush. That comes with 3 maps in itself. We have a new ranked matchmaking system for select queues, some patch notes, and stick through to the end. I'm going to share my biggest concern with Diabotical coming right up. I'm Scotty, thanks for tuning in. Diabotical is in its 3rd week of closed beta testing, and instead of ending on Sunday like they normally do, the developers have decided to keep the servers running due to, the whole that we won't really talk about. So go sign up on diabotical.com for your chance to get access to this closed beta. I guarantee it'll be a great time. And with that, let's talk about Weibo Gold Rush. Weibo Gold Rush. It's Instagib, with 2 teams of 5, and the objective is to collect coins that spawn around the map and deposit them at the enemy base in order to score points. When players are fragged, they drop their coins where they died, and they can be collected by either team. You spawn with a crossbow and a hammer. It only takes 1 hit to frag an opponent, and you're also provided a knockback Wii Ball, which can be used to perform Wii Ball jumps or to push your opponents off the map. You spawn with 1 coin to start with, but you'll want to pick up more before you go deposit them at the enemy base. If you deposit your coins until you are out, you die and respawn back at your base, making it worthwhile to deposit as many coins as you can. This is a fun mode to play. What I like about Diabotical's Instagib modes is the decision to use the Weibo instead of the point-and-click rifle. It isn't a hit-scan weapon, therefore requiring you to read your opponent's movement well and leading your shots. Don't get me wrong, I love my hit-scan railgun in Quake and Diabotical, but the Weibo projectile-based weapon for Diabotical's Instagib gives players a chance to move around and take more chances, play more aggressively, compared to a hit-scan Instagib, which might force players to play more defensively. Also, Gold Rush definitely has CTF vibes going for it, which makes me really look forward to an actual CTF mode for Diabotical. But until then, this is a solid game mode. Also, the 3 maps available for it are essentially space maps, which I absolutely love. We have a ranking system to test out this week in select modes: Wipeout 4v4, Rocket Arena 1v1, Arena 1v1, and Arena 2v2. The ranking system is currently a work in progress, and there aren't many details made available to us players on how it all works. What we do know, though, is based on what we can extrapolate from the UI menus, there will be seasons, and there are currently 12 ranks to climb through. In my experience, I found myself earning and losing rank points, but I'm not sure if it goes beyond Explorer rank. The devs may just be testing things out, making sure that ranks are being rewarded and back-end stuff is being tracked properly. Let's hope to see more of this in the near future. I also hope that some of these modes will have non-ranked matchmaking. I'm sure others would agree that they would like to play a ranked mode in a casual format, in case if you want to test out new binds or mouse DPI settings, for example. Or maybe you just want to play a ranked mode without the fear of losing your rank. There are some broad changes and additions made to the game, but I'm only going to cover a couple of these topics that really stand out to me. If you'd like to view the patch notes in detail, the link will be provided in the description below. Wipeout has been changed from 5-player teams to 4-player teams. This is a nice change in my opinion. Makes the match a little less spammy. There's a better flow in general for gameplay, allowing some room for tactics to play out. The map Bazaar has been added to the map pools for the arena modes. This map provides some good arenas to duke it out in. I'd say the arenas fall under a mix of small and medium size. And then the machine gun's damage has been increased from 6 to 7, giving it a little buff. Feels pretty good. I generally reserve this weapon to finish my opponents off in duels in arena. Not much else to say really. We'll have to see how this plays out. All in all, this week's test doesn't have as much to report compared to week 2, but the additions introduced are important and great to playtest. Weibo Gold Rush is a fun mode. When the game is close, it provides for some intense and sometimes hilarious moments. Glad to see space maps being represented in Diabotical, though this could be a contentious subject. If anything, let's hope to see some symmetrical maps that aren't space maps, for people who don't want to fall to their deaths repeatedly. As for the ranked system, all I can say is it's a small preview of what's to come. I'm stoked for Seasons, and 12 different ranks have some really cool icon art. I also hope there will be leaderboards so we can see where we stand compared to the rest of the ranked players. Oh, by the way, I did get to play more duels this week. I still need to learn the maps and practice more, but I love seeing myself improve and get better with each match. My opinions on armor timings has changed. You were all right. 5-second differences between the armors and the Mega isn't really a big deal. I haven't gotten to the level of timing all 3 different armors. I really just time out the red armor and the Mega health, with the blue and yellow armors sort of going by feel. At this point, that seems to work. At a higher level, I'd imagine it'll become more important to time out each armor. Now, if only we can get duels in a ranked matchmaking queue. So let's get a little serious here. The main concern I'm having at this time of my beta testing experience is that Diabotical is really serving the arena shooter audience an amazing game, which is great, but what about those who are coming into this genre for the first time? For many, Overwatch is their first quote-unquote arena shooter. Or to be even more extreme, Fortnite is the first shooter some players have ever played. I think this will need to be addressed if we want Diabotical to attract a broad audience, let alone stick with the game. Not many will stick around if their first experience is getting pub stomped, or wrecked in a ranked duel, only doing 200 damage compared to the winner doing over 3,000 damage. The game needs a proper ramp up or tutorial for newcomers. This is a tough problem to solve. Prior arena shooters haven't done a great job of ramping new players into their respective games, outside of relying on matchmaking to take care of them. What I will say is that it must be within the game. Even in the age of YouTube and Google searches for information and tutorials, a player is most engaged when they stay within the game during their experiences. If the player has to be directed outside of the game for their initial tutorials, this will be a quit or uninstall moment for many. What ideas do you guys have? Share them with me. Sound off in the comments. Maybe we can get a list together and share it with TGD on their subreddit. Since Diabotical is available for all of us to play through the week, I personally have been having a hard time staying on task. Working on this video, writing the script, editing the video. I can't wait to see what next week's patch is going to bring us. Plus, it's going to be a busy weekend playing Doom Eternal! Doom Eternal! Don't forget to hit the like, sub button if you enjoyed the content, and if you want to be notified when future videos go live, click that notification bell. Make sure to leave a comment down below, share your thoughts with me. I love to read your comments. I love to see the interactions between you all. It makes me happy to see that our community is slowly growing. And until next time, I will see you in the arenas. Grit good.